going up against Complexity Gaming here. And now this best of 3 series. So excited to see how things continue along. Obviously, we had a result from earlier on today. If you watched it, you saw here BMG taking out Fresh 2-0. Pretty good series overall, but BMG too strong. Moving on there, they'll face eventually the loser of the series that we now have upon us. The winner, of course, of this going to the grand finals. And we'll get to sit comfortably by while they wait to see who their opponent is. So here we are into our final 3-0 cycle number 5. Excited to be here. And, of course, joining me as well is Shortcon once again. So welcome back, Shortcon.
Yeah, welcome back to you too. I hope your 30-minute break was nice and you got to recuperate a bit after that, what was it, hour-long game? My God.
Yeah, no, that was a great game there. Again, had a little bit of the hiccup, so that was unfortunate, but we're able to even go back and watch it. I got some lunch in me, though, so I'm good and ready to go here. Continue on.
Oh, man, when I do casting like this, I have to eat at 5:30 p.m., pretty much.
Yeah.
It's pretty early time to be eating. Like, the entire day gets kind of...
That's true, yeah.
Changed around about that. But, I mean, same must be going for you with lunch, although... For lunch, I don't know. I don't really do that much.
Yeah, I don't think I have it as bad. I don't think I have it as bad.
Yeah,
the European time zone, though, for you guys, yeah, it goes into the late night. I know. So, well,
and look who's not picked up yet: Behemoth or Warbeast.
yeah, these two teams believe that maybe not as strong as others have suggested. But we got to talk about this real quickly. First off, I'm sure people are already noticing. Keizu stepping in for Sync Esports. He is in place of Zibe here for today. Now, just to clarify before people start freaking out or anything, he is just simply ringing. We had Insania ringing for them earlier on in the group stages, in fact, and that was fun to see him as well. But Keizu is just ringing here today, so don't look too much into this. It is good to see him, though, obviously a player with a lot of history and just genuinely a good guy. So happy to have him here and playing in place of Zibe. We'll see how he performs, and we'll be very critical of him, I'm sure.
Yes. I mean, that's what happens, right?
Yep. Well, when you move on and you don't play Han for a while, every single mistake, man, we're going to bring that up.
Yeah.
Well,
trying to go to greener pastures only to be brought back and then hated on.
There you go. No, we still love him, of course. So our final pick, though, happening for Complexity, at least the third pick here. So let's start really going over everything. You got Magnus and Midas, Puppet into Moira. Now there's Prisoner even coming out. The initial bans, by the way, what were they? It was Tremble, so it was Parasite, Tremble, Riptide, and Wild Soul. And there's the Warbeast.
Yeah. I mean, Complexity.
Yep. They like to do
But,
that.
the Riptide, was it banned at all in the last series? I mean, I don't think so.
Got it. It might have been second tier banned or the second list of bans, but I'm not sure. I don't recall.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we had Sulfuras, Wild Soul, Tremble banned for sure. And then one game we had Behemoth banned. Mm-hmm. And the other game Midas, I think. So
yeah, I mean, he might have been. I know Boxy's played it several times. It wouldn't surprise me if he was, but yeah, that's. I mean, here we do see initially banning. Who did ban it? It was banned by Complexity. No, it was banned by Sync. Okay, I mean that makes sense. Fuzzy Sloth does play a really good Riptide, so I'm gonna prevent that here. All right, so we got Behemoth now being banned, by the way, from Zlapt a little bit later on, but again, you know, could say
the
that
Tundra as well, by the way. The Tundra makes a lot of sense. The double scouting that they do with Warbeast and Tundra is unbelievably annoying. Mm-hmm. Holy crap, they have global vision pretty much permanently. But they, I mean, Veiled Rot still works, but if they can spot the Veiled Rot being used, they can dodge it even then.
Yeah. Yeah, the mechanic with the Shiver now, it is actually pretty cool. I like the uniqueness of it. It's always good to have unique things, I think, on Hero. So.
Wait, what is there? Is there something that sees enemy Veiled Rot?
Yeah, so he can see the Veiled Rot, but it won't pop it. So it's essentially you're able to like play around it, and you could even then jump them when they may not realize that they're seen. So
I hadn't even realized. Man,
really?
I should watch. Yeah, I should read the change.
Yeah, that happened. Yeah, no, that was a couple patches ago. It used to actually be where they popped out of it all of a sudden, and it was just like, oh, okay. But,
okay.
Now it doesn't actually pop them out of it, but that's considered a buff.
So you can like surprise them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So pretty cool tool with it. But again, not going to be seen here. Ophelia, Bubbles, and Swiftblade is how we're going to finish with the bands now. So got a fourth pick. You know, Sync, what's the support they've been running? It's not Prophet. Complexity's been running a little bit of Prophet. Oh, well.
Prophet.
Okay. Sync's going to go Prophet themselves even.
I like the potential of the hero. It's really, really awesome. Just attack speed to your entire team and amplify damage. I mean, combo that up with a Magnus ulti, like they have, or attack speed with Puppet Master. It's going to be great. But the only limiting thing about Prophet is that he himself, his attacks, they split up in the ultimate, but it would be, yeah, it would be cooler if everybody's attacks just bounced to another target, but maybe that would be slightly overpowered. Slightly.
I mean, he's pretty strong now. Like, we have seen appearances from him, and just on paper, too, like, you can realize the potential of this hero now, it's pretty good. The new ultimate, I think it's across the board a lot. People love it more so than dislike it. It was a necessary change, and sure, it's a longer cooldown, but the fact that it's more impactful now is pretty cool. Deadlift's gonna come out. They have been doing a bit of deadlift here.
Yeah. Okay,
See,
you cheese.
They know Complexity hates deadlift as well. Again, I have Regrosti on a lot, and even when I had Formless and What You Got on a couple times, they made it very clear they just dislike this hero. So, well,
I mean, I understand why. It's so annoying to play against. I mean, oh god, it goes forever, man. That Q.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
And then you can push towers faster than any other hero.
Yeah.
Especially if you have,
He's got a pretty strong skill set. Again, I still have found it very interesting how he's actually been considered more of a dangerous ganker than an actual pusher. Because of his Q.
But I mean, the whole like resurrection thing is pretty ridiculous as well. If you're able to get that off in a key team fight just to res people, because you really can't auto attack the stone 3 times. So in some situations where you just have to run after getting a kill, and then oh look, he's 100% HP and mana, and he's back.
Yep.
It's painful.
It's pretty good, yeah. Again, it's the earlier levels, the level 1 especially. It's just pretty damn weak. But at level 2 and then especially level 3, yeah, it's actually something you have to respect if you're the opposition here. And killing the gravestones ASAP. They final pick a Valkyrie. Yeah, that's kind of
on
interesting.
Fuzzy Sloth.
It is on Fuzzy Sloth. Yeah, okay. I wonder, is that a little bit to deal with deadlift, maybe for the leap to get away?
I don't think the leap level 1 is enough, to be honest. I'm not kidding.
Not enough.
I was half expecting Sync to pick up something like Sulfuris, but I don't really know if they've been running it.
He was banned, right? Or was that last?
No, he wasn't. He was not banned.
That was last series. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Left open here.
I just like Sulfuris a lot, and I think it's pretty good versus Warbeast as well because it can. Wait, Warbeast is played by Oscar.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, they actually do it. Like, What You Got is played it plenty, but I thought he was gonna play Warbeast. But yeah, Oscar playing Warbeast and Fade instead is in the hands of What You Got. So they're running a secondary support Fade now.
But he's got a hatchet on Warbeast.
Yeah. I guess that is strange.
Yeah, most people don't do that. But I think it's so you can farm Ancients at like level 3 or something. Because if you have 2 sets of Wolves, you can farm Ancients pretty freely. And I mean, then at least you're making use of resources on the map. And it's like, I mean, we saw last series as well. Make, he didn't go top at the start of the game. He just had boots and went for the first blood at bottom on Behemoth.
Yeah.
As Magnus, so there's merit to what he's doing.
I like to believe Oscar is pretty confident with what he's trying to accomplish here. Again, it's definitely not a typical Oscar hero. In fact, I can't even recall the last time we've seen him play Warbeast because usually it's in What You Got's hands. But
yeah, and I mean, on top of it, we have Formless playing Midas instead of playing the Valkyrie, which is also strange because Fuzzy Sloth plays Midas so well.
Wow, yeah.
And as does Oscar.
This is weird. It's like they forgot who's who, and they kind of just put it on random players.
Or they're just at a gaming house having fun.
That's true. Yeah, doing the whole pre-DreamHack thing. No, not this DreamHack here, unfortunately, but...
Yeah.
So yeah,
Puppet Master
Formless
middle
Midas. Yeah, it's
versus Midas.
so the carries end up meeting middle, or the carry players at least. Interestingly.
that just comes across as pretty funny.
Yeah, attacks versus Formless here. But, so, whoa! Caught that at the last second, and I don't even know how that, I guess he just got arrowed, like it caught him off guard somehow. And he died.
I think they were waiting in the side shop.
Oh, were they? Okay.
And he skilled his W instead of his Q. Wrong way to skill.
Yeah, that's not going to be good against the
I think
Falk arrow.
he dodged the Moira. The Moira stun. And then maybe tried to run, but then realized that it comes back anyways. Because it does. If you dodge the first one, the second one procs. If you are in vision for the second one.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
I wasn't aware of that. Okay. That's interesting, actually, if you just
I
read the
think
first
so.
one.
I think so.
Okay, well, no, I mean, I can believe it. As actually bottom lane of Warbeast, they tried to set up the gank on him with that death grip, but this time it does come up a little short. I mean, Prisoner deadlift, though, we have seen this before several times. It is a very brutal combo to go against.
I mean,
the death grip into the easy
yeah.
hook.
But I mean, what's it called? The deadlift with Midas is even more deadly. The damage, the sure combo, it's ridiculous.
Easy transmute, yeah. So it's definitely scary here, but Morbius managed to survive it initially. Again, it's still very early on, but as the game picks up, could be a different story here.
I mean, once his Lapt is level 3, that's when it's going to be an issue.
Yeah, that's another point of that death grip. Starts to get a little stronger as it goes on, of course. Okay, so this middle matchup, though, we do see Prophet is here now, so I was going to say how should this play out, but I guess it's pretty obvious now. Puppet Master
But I think
should.
Puppet Master beats Midas 1v1 anyways.
Really? Yeah.
I think so. I mean, Puppet's just a ridiculous 1v1 hero.
I mean, the
Look at
range
this,
and
though.
the strength of Midas feel like, you know, that allows him to compete pretty well, but...
But I mean, Puppet's base damage is just so absolutely ridiculous. 63 to 71, so that's where it comes into play. But Keizu actually just used an illusion rune to get lane control, sending them to pull the creep wave.
Oh, clever.
Clever.
Still got it.
I mean, he's not stopped playing video games. He's just playing a different one.
That's what I like. It's the games are similar enough. I mean, let's be honest, to where it's not like you just completely lose or forget how to, you know, play the other, and you're just complete like it's not like he's going from one genre to another. It's very, very similar, of course.
He's not starting to play Counter-Strike or something.
Yeah.
For example.
Well, that would be bad. He would probably be pretty bad. Counter-Strike.
Man, I suck at Counter-Strike. I saw you casting that Counter-Strike game though.
Yeah,
that was a fun thing to watch.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, mid lane.
Midas in trouble. Death grip. Guess what started it? Magnus. He's gonna eventually follow this. Just a matter of time, waiting for Deadlift to get closer. I mean, you see right there the impact. It felt like he was actually gonna get away, but he wasn't. Magnus was actually pretty patient there too, with waiting.
And the puppet show was the reason why he managed to get the puppet show off during the animation of the blink, but in that time, Magnus got close enough, and Puppet Master had to. I mean, Midas had to hit the Magnus a couple times. It's that ability works so strangely. You can't even purge Puppet Show.
Really?
Yeah, you can't purge it, which I find kind of silly. And there's been times where your Puppet showed, then you activate Shrunken, but Puppet Show doesn't go away. It stays on you, so then you're forced to attack the closest thing that comes to you, which I also find
I
strange.
feel like sometimes it like doesn't work when it should hit. Yeah, it's a funky ability. There is no doubt in that. As Warbeast, he's gonna be caught by Magnus here, but okay, Magnus is not even gonna try. No backup, so just simply he's gonna try to prevent him from doing these ancients right here. And actually, I don't know if that was the plan.
Warbeast had a creep wave.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he might have been trying to pull the creep wave, use this creep wave, but no, it pulls it to himself. That makes sense. And gonna just pick up farm here. Warbeast is level 5. Excuse me, he's level 5 here.
He is in a 1v1 situation. He just has to worry about the deadlift threat.
Yeah, it's sad to worry a couple times here.
That's the drawback, though, from deadlift. I mean, look at how slow he's farming. But here comes the giant. Okay. Really?
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Well, there we go. There's the hook. And
Did you see how far that reached? What the hell?
It will catch you.
He was. Oh my god.
You need to have an escape tool. Like we see teams counterpicking, quote unquote counterpicking. You know, if that's really a thing. But there's heroes like an Iraq, and it comes to mind that her Heart of Carapace removes it, and you know, just really mobile heroes with some kind of blink to use it as it's coming in. But if you don't have that, and Warbeast doesn't have that, especially until level 6, you know, you're just gonna have to accept it. So.
But I mean, he was standing. Okay, you go to the woods from the lane, and then the trees in the center there, right, straight to your left. He was standing there, and then he sent it out, and it reached all the way to to the right of the tower.
Yeah, it's strong. We know, we've seen.
It just bothers me.
I don't think anyone's going to dispute this fact that the Death Grip is one of the strongest and more annoying abilities in the game right now. I mean, that's just a given. And let's just say I wouldn't be surprised if it's toned down in the very near future.
Aha.
So there you go. Well, there you go.
There we go.
Well, what just happened up here, though? That was
Serenia
did get picked off, yeah.
But other than that, nothing much.
Going for that rune. Double damage on Fade. So what you got is kind of been playing the pseudo-jungler here, as we've seen. So that's kind of been interesting for complexity. I mean, you know, he's 250 coal per minute, actually. So what you got is
pulled into
decent.
the woods.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah. So that's where it changed. And look at this ward by Kaiser, though. Being able to spot out the Fade is going to be a huge deal. I mean, Fade going mid right now. Okay, Midas is only level 4. Never mind. Had Formless done... Yeah, okay, Formless is not having a good time middle.
Yeah.
From the start, I thought he was having a decent time, but that's apparently not the case.
Oh, there's bottom tower kill for the
Here
Legion
comes
side.
Deadlift.
Is it coming?
Look.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Oh, it almost got Moira. And there's the Rev Ward. Perfect timing for what you got as well.
God, that really was. No, he's actually, I don't think he would have been, no, he's probably seen there.
No, I don't think so. They
Yeah.
didn't have vision.
True.
So, okay.
Well, something's
He's not... Yeah, they know something's up.
Look at, so this is actually the kind of cool thing about the Death Grip too, or cool, depending on who you're talking to, but how it hits Invis. So if he happened to catch Fade like that, it would reveal him. Yeah, so he's kind of using it right there, just maybe hoping that he could catch him. So that's another tool of it, for sure.
But like you were saying, you say it's cool, other people say, why does it do that?
Yeah, no, it's... Okay, I mean, yeah, I understand it's... Maybe cool was a bad word, but interesting aspect to it.
Interesting aspect. Just like how Grinix ulti, reveals.
Yeah.
But at least that's not a hero that's
Not
annoying.
considered really... Well, he's fairly annoying to be fair, but...
He's fairly
maybe
annoying.
not over the top, too powerful.
Yeah.
Warbeast, God, he's getting low here. Okay, he's going to be fine, but taking some ancients. Valkyrie, though, we got to talk about her for a second. 400 gold per minute, Fuzzy Sloth. He's going to Thunderclaw, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, what other item would you go for?
That's true. I guess he really is kind of playing the carry, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's just outright playing carry with Oscar to assist. Man, just now, Zlap sent out a Death Grip to the Ancients just to check if Warbeast was there. If he did that again, he would have just killed Warbeast outright.
That's one of the other things that can be used with that Death Grip. Not a global necessarily, but it feels like it sometimes.
I mean, it has longer range than a Pharaoh initiation, and Pharaoh is all about initiation. That's my issue with it.
Yeah.
I apologize.
No, I know. I will say again, I don't have that playing experience in the competitive level, but yeah, I understand why this hero can be regarded. But see, my thing is though, and I brought this up before several times, is that honestly, now I do not have numbers in front of me to back this up. I actually want to ask Quincy here, but
his win rate.
It doesn't feel like it's that high. It feels like it's maybe 50%.
Yeah. Okay. But then you have to look at the teams who have been running him as well. Like, let's say my team runs Deadlift. We're not at the same skill level as some of these other teams, so we'll just automatically lose.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I do think Sync is undefeated with it, to be fair. Now that
little tidbit of information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
No, but I completely understand what you mean, though. I mean,
Like he needs to be toned down at least a little bit. Like there is again,
Yeah.
it goes back to that point. Like I said, let's not be surprised that comes here in the very near future. So
Top lane though.
Magnus in trouble.
Magnus is pressured. They're like, you're back in our game.
Yeah, right. You don't belong here. No. Midas, he's waiting. Being very patient with this, waiting for Fate to come.
But here's
now
Prisoner.
Prisoners here. Oh boy, this could get awkward fast.
Again with the Velrod circles.
Oh, Fade's hiding behind the tree, that's why. Okay, there we go. They're going to realize all of a sudden Prisoners here. You see TP's coming. Look at that arrow. And it's as well. They destroy the Heartcut. Oh, it's enough. Yes, it is. It actually worked. That wasn't even the intention. Oh my gosh, is she in trouble? Valkyrie Prison. Can they see her puppet show? There's the Arcane Vortex, though, but Valkyrie, I think, should be able to get away right here. Yeah. Wow, what a save. As it's not done just yet, apparently. Fate onslaught's out. There's the Prophet. Shared Fate coming out, though. But Fate stays alive. Prophet now by herself. She's going to fall as well. What plays here from Complexity? They're going to completely clean up Sync in the midst of this fight right here. 4 for nothing, I think that actually was in the end.
Yeah,
wow.
My God. The bottle on Fade coming into use right there. But what a combo by Formless. Twice in a row. Like he doesn't play Midas often, but he can do it as well.
Yeah.
Why not?
A great player and helping right there. I love the way that started though with the prisoner kill. I mean, things just kind of added up perfectly. It wasn't even the intended target initially. It just kind of happened. And then again, I have the replay up here. You saw Valkyrie getting caught by that death grip, but it still didn't matter. And in fact, it made it worse for Sync in the long run, as we saw. So again, Complexity, great all-around play coming out on their part. And they're hungry for their third Psycho victory here. Taking the first one as well as the third one here. So that's a tower deny. Yeah, Haxerin denying the bottom tower. In the meantime, Puppet Master looks like he is going that Assassin Shroud. Imagine
he has dropped down in GPM quite a bit. Look at I wanted to say Formless.
Fuzzy Sloth, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. He is doing, man, wow, 513 gold per minute.
Yeah, but it was just because of that last fight, I think. He got assists on like every single kill with the lightning, pretty much. It's a great fighting tool as well. Oh my God, PK just picked up on the jungling Fade.
Oh, Moira, Arcane Vortex trying to buy time if anything, but nope. She eventually will get killed right here. So good find from the Legion side. I'm guessing
lane.
the Death Grip maybe to start that off. Meanwhile,
Here
middle lane, Midas.
Oh, he did have death grip up, but here. Oh, he's hasting.
Yeah,
Shackle ulti.
There's the combo right there. Does take the transmute, but he's staying in range to get pulled back in, and Formless will fall. You see the arrow coming out from Fuzzy Sloth, trying to maybe get at least some kind of turn kill, but coming up short. And so Sync getting a couple of kills, and now maybe grouping up to push middle right here.
Yeah, once Prisoner gets that PK, I'm kind of afraid for Formless, I mean Fuzzy Sloth, that he's just going to get caught every time. There's the PK from Fade in middle, though.
Well, they used the Valkyrie Prism right here to lead into this, and it definitely caught Sync off guard right here. Great follow-up on a Prisoner. Meanwhile, Magma stunning in. Warby's in the front lines. The onslaught on him. It's not going to be enough, though, as he will barely get on out of there with his ulti form. So Complexity did a pretty good job also of not overcommitting. Talk about that plenty, how teams kind of get tunnel vision or too focused on getting kills, where they could have easily dove that tower, but they said, we got the one kill, let's back off, let's not give them a chance.
And it happened in both fights. They got the kill on the Prisoner, and then at top lane, I mean, and then they backed off immediately. They're like, okay, we got the one kill. If they want to keep following us, then we turn it around again.
Magnus,
top lane.
he ain't surviving.
Man, this is out of control.
No, they're definitely, Complexity really is looking good here in game number 1. This is definitely just very, very high tier play on their part. Puppet Master, though, he was going to try to make a play here. You see the combo on a Fade, but he's able to get the burning shadows off, and they turn it on a Puppet Master. He's the one that's supposed to be bursting, not kidding, bursted.
He is going to be rezzed, but oh my God.
Yeah, that was insane burst on him. It almost like he was the one with the voodoo puppet on him. Right
like
there.
that PK Fade is carrying them right now. Look at that. Here.
Yeah, another jump. This one's going to come up short, but he gets a couple of TPs out of it too. So, like, it's still kind of accomplishing something in the end. Yeah, you can't escape. Just accept it, Moira.
Just accept it. I don't know. He was using his illusion from way too close.
Well, gets picked off there, but again, that's just a minor, very minor reward there for
Yeah.
Sync Esports compared to what happened in the long run. Yeah, the portal key fade, you're right. That's definitely it's all of a sudden, it's just like high octane here for complexity. And it
Yeah.
just goes back to that.
It's allowing Midas to hit every single combo so far.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's been times where he also just walks up and hits a great combo. I'm just looking at the gold per minute charts and Valkyrie. Wow. He is maintaining that 500 gold per minute, and it's not often you see a Valkyrie at all, and then it's not often you see him with such high GPM.
No, yeah, Valkyrie, BMG is what I think of when I think Valkyrie. You know, Boxy has played it plenty for them, and they even run Balthazar with it too. Like, that's the only team that really comes to mind with a good amount of Valkyrie. So to see complexity kind of playing it here.
Didn't old Reason Gaming used to play it as well?
God, old Reason Gaming. Well, Evil Corporation now?
Yeah, Evil Corporation.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't really, like, come to mind, honestly. As they're kind of
No, I think I remember them playing it a couple of times. Boy just playing it, getting the Lightning, when Lightning was pretty much better.
Okay. Maybe he did a little bit, yeah, in those earlier days with that change there, but... Going serious in game like early, I was thinking like really old school, and I'm just like, okay, I guess.
No, not
like
not
3
that
years
old.
ago, sure. But
By old
anyways,
Reason, I just mean Evil Corporation, pretty much.
yeah. But yeah, to see it here though, again, Fuzzy slightly pointing out, this is not your typical carry for sure, but she's definitely one of those. You know, when you look at her skill set, it's not like things enhance off of her item pickups necessarily. It's not like, you know, plus the attack damage or whatever, but at the same time, she's just, I think it's her mobility really. Her presence to even get kills herself all over the place is what kind of really generates her to actually be somewhat of a good carry option. As
Puppet
speaking
Master.
of it, yeah, Puppet Master is going to get caught here in the jungle. No support nearby. Or did they? Oh, yeah, Prophet was nearby, but he got caught by the Arc of Vortex. Look at that. Shared fate. Got to be as any kind of backup. Prisoner going in. I don't know if that's the best choice, though. He's jumping into a lot. He goes down trying to just get Valkyrie killed and even came up short right there. Oh, Sync is falling apart here.
Yeah. But it's really just really well played from Hellborn. It's unbelievable how well they're doing. They've just been taking the fights perfectly. They went in, out, like, it's incredibly disciplined. And, Fade. He wants it.
Yep, that should be a kill.
Yeah, with Moira there.
There you go. Easy kill right there on a Magnus. So, yeah, the Fade impact has been real. I know we're talking about. Yeah, that's something else, too. The Battle Cry also from Warbeast. In fact, what is he? Oh, 2-1 and 3. I thought he would have been better, to be honest. I thought he would have a lot more assists, but.
And like at top lane, when they had that huge fight, Warbeast was bottom lane, pushing, pretty much.
You see right there, that's the way to kind of get away from the death grip. One of the very few is the Homecoming Stone. That right there. So, good job by Warbeast, and he's actually really close now to a Shrunken Head actually going to be coming out. So, more positive here for this Hellborn team to work off of. You see the Geometer's Bane, it will remove the death grip, so that's a positive there.
I could also see him picking up a Nullifier.
Oh, yeah.
Works as well. I mean, I like it as well for the Shackle. You can purge that away. True. Yes, you can.
Yes. Yeah.
People don't believe me when I say it, but yes, you can purge away the Shackle with Nullifier.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
No, but then people don't believe me when I say you can spin it away. If it's used on you and then you spin, the Shackle goes away when you're talking about Swiftblade.
Oh, for Swiftblade, yeah.
Yeah.
So it takes up, but if you use it while you're spinning, obviously you can't.
Yeah.
Remove it.
Exactly.
Interesting, yeah. That's good point. You can also kill it, by the way, too.
Yeah.
There's that.
Who does that?
I know, right? who? It's like, wait a second, that's right. You can actually target it.
I guess Master of Arms could.
Yeah.
He's one of the few I see actually trying to kill it quickly.
That red gun of his. Not in this game, though. So
what's it called again?
No, they changed. Cheetah or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I forget. They changed it a while back, and I forget what I just call it red and blue. I mean, who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
Like, no one calls it by the actual.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
The Valk arrow at top lane. Keizu not gonna get hit by it. He's just constantly in this top lane.
I mean, he
But
has a
Fade is
portal
coming
key.
nearby now.
Just that though, that and boots. Not the greatest combo, but
I think he needs some better boots.
oh, he just got Striders.
Oh, look. They found Prisoner and Deadlift.
Oh,
Oh!
that would have been.
Oh, man. That would have been... Oh, God.
That'd have been brutal for Fade.
Sharkin now on Oscar, by the way. He's doing a great job farming. After 200 GPM start, he's now 370. He's just been taking the Ancients, pretty much.
Yeah, the sharing the farm has definitely been working here. Again, in the meantime, we have Valkyrie at 526. Now, Puppet Master, again, can't overlook him. Haxrin has 390 gold per minute right here. The Whispering Helm and the Assassin Shroud. So he has died 3 times, but he's still managing to be nearly 400 GPM, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty impressive.
And it's going to be scary to take fights if Haxrin can properly position himself and pretty much burst down Fuzzy Sloth. Because nobody can stand against that combo of you're killing yourself, pretty much. Voodoo Puppet into Puppet Show, everyone dies, pretty much.
God, except the last foot at the top lane.
Yeah, but it's a different story if he's surrounded by friends. But let's say Fade goes in on the Prisoner with Midas, and then you have a Puppet Master sitting in the back waiting for Valkyrie to show up and pretty much insta-kill him.
Yeah.
Puppet will probably still die in the end, but at least they'd kill the Valkyrie.
It's interesting here. See, now this is something we haven't seen yet on the deadlift. At least I can't recall seeing it. Is the puzzle box, and it's genius when you think about it. With the onslaught, like it's a really strong combination. So I'm surprised we haven't seen this before. But usually we see more of the auras instead, but.
Yeah, the Abyssal Skull and a tablet even.
Yeah.
And then a Storm Spirit as well. Fantastic items on deadlift.
Yeah.
But what's the most fun to see is you're versing a Parasite, you pick deadlift, and you make that guy's puzzle box attack one of his allies. With Parasite inside of it. He will hit so hard.
Oh, yeah.
He hits so incredibly hard, and it's unbelievable. And you can't jump out of the creep either. That gets disabled.
Yeah,
So,
no,
yeah.
he's. I know we've talked about that before. He's crowd controlled. Essentially, he's basically silent. So that is interesting how that interaction works too. And no Parasite this game though, but again, getting his own puzzle box for that sake. It's only level 1, or is it level 2 now? Nope, still level 1 here. On to Slap, but working towards getting into level 3 eventually, of course. I'm gonna find the illusion right here, maybe. A little bit of trouble hitting that one, but eventually gets it.
I think he was just looking around if there was anything else.
That's possibly true.
Yeah. I mean, why care enough about an illusion, right?
Yep. So I guess
That being said, though, the real Moira is right there.
Oh, Valkyrie Prism actually used. They're going to jump this bottom lane. He has no clue. He sends out the Death Grip. Actually, he just was farming with it right there, and now they're going to jump him. Prophet's here with that shared fate, but oh my god,
so
Moira
much
gets
damage.
turned. Wow, it actually saved Deadlift right there.
And there's the stun from Keizu.
He's not going to eruption, though. He's just going to stun in, try to buy time for the team. Prisoner goes for the hook, just coming up short, though. And that may be the end of it, or maybe not, as what you got eventually does go back in and finish off what they started. And now he's going to portal key away.
And he's not dusted either. And Keizu can't find him.
Yeah, he doesn't have mana for the Homecoming Stone, but he's going to survive this, it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, even the arrow
The
right
Valk
there.
arrow. Yeah. Funny turn of events. He's able to get a pick off. That's what I was saying that Haxrin should do in the background. But I guess Slaps was being a bit greedy, trying to see if he could stay and help his team. So, I mean, not greedy, but just see if he could help with the Death Grip. It has insane range, after all.
I mean, we did see the potential of Prophet there, too, though. I mean, if you really get caught, especially all 5, in a vicinity where he's able to hit all of you, there's a good chance they're winning that fight. So you got to be a little careful about being clumped up somewhat.
It's so weird, though. Like, every single ability of Prophet's is so fantastic. Like, he's a support who needs levels, just kind of like an Amphora. Like, you see the Invigorate, it has a 5-second cooldown when it's maxed, so that's already fantastic, and heals everybody and gives people attack speed for 4 attacks. But then you have the E if you need lockdown, or at least, make people stutter all the time. Really annoying if you're playing Behemoth, for example, stuff like that. Talking about profit, by the
Yeah,
way.
I'm watching this whole time. He's actually going to live. But, man, they had to do a lot right there for it to keep Prophet alive to Hellhounds. Trying to kill him in the end, so.
Yeah.
He does survive, I guess.
But yeah, as I was saying, but his Q is also so fantastic. 20% more damage.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
20% from
And
all sources.
so combine it with, I don't know, Dr. Pulsar, Magnus, or yeah, even Puppet Master. Imagine the puppet getting 20% more damage from all sources.
Well, the godlike is, yeah, you get like a behemoth shockwave on top of the
Yeah.
debilitate right there with the shared fate hitting all five. Like, that's just the godlike. He's definitely probably the supportive choice if you're trying to get that big wombo combo offensively, at least. So, yeah, again, the potential's there. So it is a lead here for complexity of about 10,000 gold in experience. Again, they've been playing very well, but it can turn.
It doesn't feel like it, to be honest.
It really can. And, yeah, I agree with you there, too. I mean, Puppet Master, shark in head, once he gets that, he's actually going to be... Well, I think the biggest part of that is that you kind of respect Puppet Master a little bit more than you do a Valkyrie when it comes to being a hard carry.
But I think Valkyrie, in the late game, can be even more effective than a Puppet Master. Just because of the leap, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what you got is going to walk into Word of Revelation.
No.
Maybe?
Oh, they're going, actually. Meanwhile, Prisoner jumping in the background on Midas, trying to secure a kill on him. Death Grip does follow, but they're cutting off in the background. The Eruption, oh, it didn't go off. He tried to time it, but he went too early right there. And that may cost him some kills right here, big time. Arcane Vortex, meanwhile, Midas running away. He is going to be pulled back in. The Elemental Warp, they'll barely survive. Meanwhile, 3 Artillery Legion side, including Puppet Master.
Yep.
GG called, and there we go. It's GG, well played. Complexity will take game number 1 of this best of 3. God, that was so close.
Yeah.
They were so close to actually winning that fight, and then they just conceded after. They lose it.
But, to be fair, it is a level 1 Magnus ulti.
True.
660 magic damage. Okay, yeah. It would have been a big
It would have at least got here. I mean, I could pull the replay up. It would have at least got 1, if not 2 kills, because he hit 2 people pretty much spot on with the stun. So I think it was Fade and it might have been Fade and Prof, or no, Fade and Moira.
Yeah, Fade and Moira, I think.
And if you kill her, she doesn't get off her Arcane Vortex. Like, I'm watching it right here. Yeah, no, it was Fade and Moira. Yeah, if the Eruption went off, I mean, they're both possibly dead right there. Very possibly dead. At least the Moira. And that could have definitely been a turn. So, anyways, the point is, though, Complexity was playing that very, very well. And definitely deserve a victory here in game number 1 over Sync. With, again, a little unorthodox, too. The Warbeast on Oscar. You got Fuzzy Sloth playing Valkyries. But